Now I'm going to spin my non-horror wheel for you,
Okay.
and you're going to spin your horror wheel, and let's see what happens.
Ooh.
Yeah, baby, it's Austin Powers.
Oh God.
Does Austin Powers infuriate you on the level that Borat does, or
No, no, I
okay,
could. I like Austin Powers. He's a good one. He's a good one.
he's a little more familiar. Austin Powers, for anyone that doesn't know, is the sex crazed 1960s spy. He's basically the anti James Bond. So he's got all the gadgets, but he's an idiot and he's gross. That's pretty much his whole thing. James Bond parody. That's all you need to know.
Um, I landed on Tethered, from the movie Us, which if is a tethered are doppelgangers. So it pretty much was everyone in the world has a doppelganger who's been living underground as part of a forgotten government experiment. Uh,
Okay.
they none of them can really talk, but they can mimic our movements and the things we do. So they essentially go through our lives, but they live underground. They never see light. They eat rabbits, um,
Okay.
and they all come together to try to take over the world, essentially,
Oh,
by getting rid of their good counterpart to replace them.
I see. So it's almost like a body snatchers
Yeah,
scenario. I
kind of.
didn't see Us, so.
Oh, it's. I mean, it was. Get Out is a lot better, but
Hmm.
Us was good. It's really it'll make you never really want to walk into a fun house.
Okay.
Spoiler alert, because that's how they swap out one of the people. Is in a fun house.
Well, Killer Clowns from Outer Space already solidified going into the front house, so.
I almost see this as like it's almost like Austin Powers almost already has a doppelganger, which is just like Doctor Evil.
Yeah.
It's like I feel at some point like it could have been like, you know what, they were brothers, but one something bad really happened and he got sent away and he went crazy and became Doctor Evil. So in a sense, they were always together. But I would just say, because of how crazy Austin Powers is that he went to this party and a fembot came out and was like dancing, they're having a good time, and she
Mhm.
takes him away, and that's where the his tethered counterpart comes out. But now, let me tell you, they can't talk. So when they do stuff, they're just like they make really weird noises.
I see.
So that's but no one, Austin Powers also makes really weird noises.
Yeah, baby.
No, no one would really know the difference. They'd
So,
just be like,
so is it just the plot of Us, except it stars Mike Myers?
pretty much. But it made a little bit more lighthearted.
Okay, fair
But that
enough.
one's not a that one was hard. That one's like more normal, but also the most hard of all of them.
It was pretty cut and dry. Pretty cut and dry. To beef out this particular section, would you like to try your hand at another one?
I'm trying to think of like. I feel like all of them going against him would be really hard.
I can get some. We can just re-roll again.
Let's
Do
yeah,
both.
let's do that.
That's
See what
fine.
happens.
All right, all right. It's Donald Duck.
Versus Cujo,
Okay.
which is a killer canine from Stephen King's mind. If you don't know,
It's Saint Bernard, right?
he is bitten by a bat, which makes him become very aggressive, and he morphs into a dangerous beast and goes on a rampage in a small town.
I see. Versus Donald Duck, who is a duck and a
Who doesn't
sailor
wear pants at all.
and a veteran, a World War II veteran. Just pointing out there.
And the only one who can't talk normal of all of the group, and I don't understand.
But the lore of the Ducks goes very deep. Donald Duck comics and Scrooge McDuck comics are actually very entertaining.
All right, so I would say, one day Donald's hanging out with his friend Mickey,
Mm-hmm.
and they've decided, you know what, Pluto should go and have some fun. So we're gonna go to a dog park.
Okay.
So they're at a dog park just hanging out, and this giant Saint Bernard comes up, and Donald's, grumpy, so he pushes them away, and then that's when Cujo snaps, and all of a sudden is like, I have a taste for duck. And Mickey's like, oh boy, Donald, you better run. And so Donald just goes running and is being chased by Cujo.
Wow, what a nice dog.
And yeah, Mickey just is like, he'll be okay. And so it just becomes of Donald trying to get away and trying to outsmart Cujo.
I see this as I see this animated in the old cartoon style as well, the classic Disney cartoon style.
But also, they're both, they both have anger issues. So maybe at some point during this whole thing, they both get tired and they come together. And I could also see Cujo just becoming Donald's lifelong friend. And now he has a dog, and anyone who wrongs Donald, he just, instead of getting angry himself, lets Cujo go.
Oh, jeez. Donald becomes a murderer by proxy.
Yes.
Let's So here's my perspective. Well, Donald's taking care of his nephews, and his nephews are like, "Aw, can we get a dog, please?" Because for some reason, Donald is always taking care of his nephews, even though they are not his children. The duck lore runs deep, by the way. I believe their mom is on the moon, according to the new DuckTales series. They've actually revealed who she is. They've revealed Donald's sister and his nephew's mom. So Donald is like reluctant, but they go to the, adoption center, and there's a big old Saint Bernard, and they're like, "Oh, come on, this one." And the Saint Bernard starts out friendly, so Donald in his classic voice just goes, "Yes." "Why, certainly, children. We can have this dog." By the way, if you're not familiar with the current DuckTales series that is running, Don Cheadle voices Donald Duck for a good few chunks because they invent something that lets him talk normal, and it's just Don Cheadle's voice, and it's very funny. And then that is where, so they come home, and of course, Saint Bernard's a really big dog, and Donald Duck is a duck. So like Cujo very much overpowers Donald, so Donald ends up getting fed up, and he's like, go stay outside. I'm not going to do a Donald impression on this because that's just going to be just too much. Basically has him stay outside, and while he's outside, that's when he gets bitten by a bat. And then that starts a whole like survival scenario. The nephews get picked off one by one, and then it's up to Donald to defend his home against this rabid Saint Bernard.
That one's a lot better. That one,
We had two very strange scenarios there. So you know what? It's all good. But that's what the show's for. They can't all be winners. Remember Freakazoid versus Kevin Malone? That wasn't super fun, was it?